Kimberly Lofgren, and my career profile of choice for number 2 here is a marriage and family therapist. And my example organization would be the Progressive Behavior Systems here in Rupert, Idaho. We have a little counseling center down the road here that is, it takes all different kinds of counseling, marriage and family, but also for youth or addiction recovery or anything like that. The working environment for this career, many work, it sounds like, in private practices, and they can establish their own hours and rates. And others work in a hospital environment, mental health and substance abuse centers, nursing homes. They have above average flexibility typically in these areas where they have private practices. And of course, when they work in hospital and clinical areas, there's a little less flexibility. Typical stressors for this job is the obvious, you're working with difficult situations, or typically they're not in counseling, and you're spending your days discussing abuse and infidelity, depression, grief, post-traumatic stress disorder, emotional, mental trauma of every kind. And the stress level in this this field is rated higher than many different careers. That's one of the things that I noticed as I did some research on this. It's kind of become obvious to me that you'll need to find ways to be able to disconnect from your work when you're done with work, not bring those maybe a little bit discouraging stories and worries home with you. Have them become part of your life. Benefits and health retirement are better, I noticed, than if you're with just your bachelor's degree. If you've got your master's degree, your health and retirement benefits are more established, especially if you're working in a hospital setting. Common job tasks that you have are diagnosing and treating mental and emotional disorders within the context of marriage and family, applying psychotherapeutic and family systems theories and techniques in the delivery of your services. You can be learning doing the things that you've learned. Educational requirements is to have a master's degree. You have to have a master's degree to do any kind of counseling whatsoever. Salary range looks like it starts out at about $30,000, and it has a mean of about $48,000, and in the 75th percentile, it's about $63,000. So my information source for this was the Utah State Department of Labor, and U.S. News also had a good website on there that talked about this. So anyway, I enjoyed the research and learning a little bit more about this area, and thanks for listening.